Top 10 new web series and movies in 2023. Your next favorite show and movie is just a click away with Netflix. The popular streaming service offers subscribers a cornucopia of new and classic series and movies you won't find anywhere else. Hey guys, welcome to your entertainment channel Netflix Tops, where we tell you about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Now grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of this video, because today's video is going to list down the 10 new web series and movies in 2023. So, let's get started. Number 10. Kaleidoscope. Fans of crime TV, get ready to experience the ultimate crime through the eyes of a mastermind thief and his eclectic crew. They collectively attempt to pull off an epic and elaborate heist worth $7 billion, and as such, it comes with many of the side effects you might expect. Greed, betrayal, and even a surprise motivation that stems from grudges past. The typical ensemble-driven heist thriller gets an intriguing twist in this original series that shakes up the linear storytelling format. The show's basic premise has a team of criminals planning and executing a multi-billion-dollar robbery of a heavily fortified vault. But the first 7 episodes of the 8-episode saga can be watched in any order, with Netflix randomizing which characters are positioned as the next episode in the series. The way in which you view the story and the characters' motivations are then theoretically shaped by the order you watch the series in. It's an interesting experiment, certainly, but even without the twist, the show delivers an enjoyable caper led by Giancarlo Esposito as the team's leader. Number 9. The Walking Dead. Like its titular zombies, this dark series may never die. Serving up horrors, tears, laughs, and more with each episode, the show follows a group of survivors fighting their way through the treacherous, zombie-infested remains of what was once the United States. Rick Grimes was the sheriff at the Kings County Police Office, until one day, he and his partner Shane Walsh get a call about 2 men in a car with guns. During that call, Rick gets shot and goes into a coma. He wakes up to a world where the dead have come back to life. Number 8. Alice in Borderland. If you're a fan of Squid Game, Alice in Borderland is by far the show it is most often compared to. The premise: Arisu, a genius gamer who never lived up to his potential, suddenly finds himself in an abandoned version of Tokyo, where he must compete in life-threatening games to avoid getting lasered in the head by a mysterious entity. If you survive, you get granted a several-day visa, after which you have to willingly return to another game. Naturally, alliances are formed, friendships are tested, and betrayals are inevitable. This Japanese series, based on the manga of the same name by Haruo So, follows an aimless gamer named Arisu who suddenly finds himself and his 2 best friends transported to an eerily empty Tokyo, where they're forced to compete in deadly games to survive. A mix of Battle Royale and the Hunger Games with a fascinating mystery and talented cast. Alice in Borderland earned praise from the critics and general audiences alike for its clever first season and was renewed for a second season. Its underlying premise will keep you guessing, and so will the sense of creeping dread as key characters are killed off, sometimes in gruesome fashion, from one episode to the next. Number 7. The Recruit. Noah Centineo is returning to Netflix with a brand new series, and it's not another gooey rom-com. This spy thriller features Centineo as a newbie CIA lawyer who gets involved in tricky international conflicts and dangerous parties when an asset tries to expose her relation to the agency. Number 6. Emily in Paris. Chicago marketing exec Emily Cooper lands her dream job in Paris, only to find that the culture clash is far worse than she expected, especially when it comes to a critical boss and highly judgmental coworkers. In Season 3, the overwhelmingly American but likable Emily continues to find her feet in the French capital. Emily's adventures and struggles in Paris continue in Emily in Paris Season 3. A whole year has passed since Emily Cooper moved from Chicago to Paris to bring an American point of view to French marketing firm Sevour. And she's now at a crucial crossroads in every aspect of her life. With 2 different bosses, 2 love interests, and a fractured friendship, Emily will have to decide exactly where her loyalties lie at work and in her romantic life, and what those decisions mean for her future in France, all while continuing to immerse herself in the adventures and twists and turns that life in Paris provides. Number 5. Megan. You'll be left on the edge of your seat with this thriller, where a mother creates a lifelike doll programmed to be her niece's greatest companion and protector. However, she soon discovers that her invention has unimaginable consequences, potentially doing more harm than good. Megan is a marvel of artificial intelligence, a lifelike doll that's programmed to be a child's greatest companion and parent's greatest ally. Designed by Gemma, a brilliant roboticist, Megan can listen, watch, and learn as it plays the role of a friend and teacher, playmate, and protector. When Gemma becomes the unexpected caretaker of her 8-year-old niece, she decides to give the girl a Megan prototype. a decision that leads to unimaginable consequences. Number 4. Metal Lords. Jaden Martell and Adrian Greensmith play a pair of teenage friends who decide to form a heavy metal band and enter their high school Battle of the Bands competition. What they don't expect, however, is to have their friendship tested and to learn about a lot more than music when they recruit a shy cellist to join them. Along with being a fun, funny coming-of-age film, Metal Lords features one of the most intense soundtracks of any recent film, thanks to the involvement of Rage Against the Machine's Tom Morello as music supervisor. As if that wasn't enough to make this one stand out, the script was penned by Game of Thrones co-creator D.B. Weiss as one of his first Netflix exclusive projects. Number 3. The Pale Blue Eyes. Christian Bale portrays a detective investigating a series of murders at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point in 1830 in this thriller from Crazy Heart filmmaker Scott Cooper. While that premise is intriguing on its own, the story has him working with an eccentric young cadet at the school named Edgar Allan Poe, based on the 2003 novel by Louis Bayard. Director Scott Cooper's The Pale Blue Eye finds Edgar Allan Poe in a period of his life about which little is known. In 1830, the 21-year-old poet entered West Point United States Military Academy. The mystery shrouding this time in Poe's life gives a great deal of freedom for Bayard and Cooper in telling a fictionalized story about him. Maybe too much freedom, in fact. Portrayals of Poe often struggle to separate the man from the narrators in his poems and detective stories. The Pale Blue Eyes is no different, dropping Henry Melling's Poe into a detective story of his own. Number 2. Bubble. This animated feature from Attack on Titan director Tetsuro Araki is set in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo where a mysterious event has affected the laws of gravity, leaving strange bubbles and urban debris floating across the city. Skilled racers compete in parkour-like competitions for food and supplies, and when one gifted young man encounters a strange girl while exploring the epicenter of the gravity-twisting bubble event, their relationship changes the lives of everyone around them. A gorgeous spectacle of sights and sounds, Bubble begs to be seen on a high-end entertainment system, as it delivers remarkably detailed scenes of the characters traversing the city, and a powerful score that accentuates its most thrilling and quietest moments. Number 1. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. One of Hollywood's most visionary filmmakers turns his attention to one of the most beloved tales in children's literature in this stop-motion animated adaptation of Carlo Collodi's 1883 novel, The Adventures of Pinocchio. Featuring the voices of Ewan McGregor, David Bradley, and Gregory Mann as Jiminy Cricket, Geppetto, and Pinocchio respectively. The film chronicles the marionette Pinocchio's quest to become a living boy, a journey that brings him through one adventure after another. The star-filled voice cast also includes John Turturro, Ron Perlman, Finn Wolfhard, Cate Blanchett, Tim Blake Nelson, Christopher Waltz, and Tilda Swinton, among others. Some viewers have named it one of the year's best films, animated or otherwise. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.